Salve a tutti ragazzi e benvenuti a SHIVA in questo nuovo video di Dust. Bene, continuiamo pure il dialogo col signoro qui per scoprire di più sul nostro passato. Diciamo, che cosa sono esattamente?
Who, or I guess, what?
You are what my people call Sen Mithraren, he who is born of the dust, created from the essence. You see, my people have been on the verge of extinction for a great many years. General Gaius planned to eradicate us once and for all, and while our war to defeat General Gaius and save our people, we would need a warrior capable of standing against an entire...
So that's why you picked Cassius and Jin. Just like you said, opposites.
Exactly. Cassius is one of the greatest warriors this world has ever seen, and Jin's purity of heart would help guide our warrior to save our kind. From their fallen souls, you were born. Born to save us. To save this world.
Why did I only remember now? I didn't even recognize Ginger when I...
You may possess the souls of two separate beings, but your body and mind are your own. You were created to save this world, so we felt giving you memories of either soul.
I had no idea who I was. What my...
You say that, but in all cases you did exactly what we intended you to do. You saved complete strangers outside of Aurora Village. You stopped our wayward brother Fuse. You saved Mudpot and brought the waters of life back into this land. You purged a demonic rage from this land and even helped two old souls find peace once more. You may not have known your
And now I'm...
Yes, now you are here, and we can finish this fight once and for all.
Who was Fuse? He said he was a Moonblood, but he looks...
Fuse. He was once a fine warrior, and a close friend of Ginger's family. He would help transport goods.
After the village was destroyed, I guess he lost his...
He was horribly disfigured after the attack. The only way he could survive was in a special suit of magical armor that I helped to construct. He demanded we attack General Gaius right away, but I would not hear any of it. He would have killed us all in the name of vengeance. We would not have stood a chance. When I refused to send our warriors into battle, he called me a coward and vowed that he would destroy Gaius with or without my help. I fear the very armor we made to save his life had corrupted his mind and body.
Poor guy. If only we could have gone through to him some...
No, you're right to kill him. If he had remained alive, there's no telling what damage he could have done.
Ginger is right. Fuse was beyond saving. For all our sakes, I hope the same is not true of the world he sought to protect.
How does the Blade of Ara fit into all this?
It is one of the 5 blades of Elysium, ancient weapons forged when our kind were many, in the way of the flameless...
Wait. What the heck is the way of the flameless light?
A path we Moonbloods continue to follow. It is a way of living, a way of thought, that allows us to make use of a power both old and great.
I am...
Surely, as Nimbat's Sword Guardian, you've studied the ancient doctrines. You must know, in the event that the sword is summoned by its rightful owner, you are obligated to follow.
I may have skipped over that chapter.
Oh, bravo.
You haven't answered my question.
The Blades of Elysium were created to guide their sword-bearers, Dust. I was summoned to your side to ensure a balance was maintained between the souls within you.
Ah, my old friend.
It has been a long time.
Wait just a second. How can you possibly know each other? My clan's been keeping the sword hidden for over 200...
Master Grey Eyes has lived for a very long time, Fidget. Longer than any of you.
So you were sent to keep an eye on me?
To help you reach your true potential. Nothing more.
I have no more questions. What now?
You must join us in the Moonblood camp to the north in the Everdawn.
That isn't anywhere near the Everdawn.
They are one and the same.
Well, that's...
Volcano?
Indeed. What a better place to hide than in the most volatile land?
Oh, I know. How about a peaceful meadow? Or a quiet forest? Or someplace that doesn't explode every 10 minutes?
Dust, your friend seems awfully...
No, I'm fine. Come on, let's go to the blowy-up mountains.
Fidget, you need...
I'll have faith in you when you have faith in yourself. How about it, huh? Who are you? You see? You still haven't figured it out yet. The lizard guy tells you right to your face, and you still don't know.
Fidget, please calm down. You mustn't test your friend like this.
I just... If I'm gonna follow you to the literal end of this world...
I understand, Fidget. You're right.
But I can. Fidget, you have stood by Dust's side for this entire journey. You have watched him save this world.
I just don't get it. It doesn't matter who he thinks he is. He's Dust.
Fidget, please. I can't do...
Can you,
I said I can't do this without...
I'm sorry. I just... Nobody's ever said...
And it won't be the last time, I assure you.
Are you ready, Mithra?
I am.
Then we will meet you in the Everdawn Bay.
Goodbye, Dust. We'll see.
Oh cavoli, che storia incredibile. Wow. Hai scoperto la verità su te stesso. Raggiungi Ginger e l'anziano nell'accampamento nascosto ai piedi del bacino di Alba Eterna. Bene, bene, andiamo. Ok. E vediamo cosa fare. Ok, siamo. E dovrebbe esserci un salve. Salve, signor Salve. Allora, si salva, che è bello, sono contento, e si va a vedere una cutscene.
General Gaius?
What news, Commander?
I did not want to believe it, but Cassius is working with the Moonbloods. He has turned against...
That will be for me to decide. Our paths will cross at the Moonblood camp. Of that I am certain. I will speak with him personally.
Is that...
Our victory is all but assured, Commander. We outnumber them 10 to 1. We possess superior technology. And we have the element of...
But why welcome this rogue element? He has already slain your own soldiers. What more proof do you need that he is a traitor to our
Cassius is hardly a rogue element, Commander. The Moonbloods have corrupted his mind, forced him to commit these acts against us. Once I can speak with him, once he remembers who he really is.
But...
Cassius, my old friend. So long as you draw breath, I will do what I can to save you.
Nutre una profonda fiducia in lui. Ok, andiamo qua, bacino della Beterna. Capitolo 5. Leggenda. Oh. Accampamento di sangue lunare. Andiamo di salvo di nuovo.
Halt! Who goes? Oh, it's you. Apologies, but...
We welcome your presence, An Mithrarin. Preparations for war are nearly complete.
Surely you have more soldiers.
General Gaius is nothing if not thorough. His forces have exterminated most Moonbloods from this land.
How do you expect to win?
We cannot. That's why we created An Mithrarin. You, Dust, will turn the...
well, no pressure or anything.
Yeah. Does General Gaius know of this place?
I fear he does now.
What?
One of our own has been keeping an eye on you since your travels began. A merchant.
Aha! I knew that creepy merchant was one of you guys.
How did a Moonblood operate so freely in the Wildlands?
He is a smart businessman. Deals in all the right places. Gaius's soldiers turned their gaze from him in exchange for free goods. However, no amount of bribery could cover up that Sereth was helping you to find us.
And that's how Gaius found out. How much time do you think we have to...
Not long, I'm afraid. The whole purpose of Gaius's campaign is to wipe us from the face of this world. Once he knows of our final stronghold, he will send everything he has.
I see all sorts of lamps here, but no fire.
It is, yes. In ancient times, the Moonbloods went by another name. We lived in a great society called the Sintuck.
Settle in, Dust. This could take a while.
We Sintuck harnessed a power unlike any this world had ever seen. We built elaborate contraptions like these lamps, capable of piercing the darkness without so much...
Well, obviously something went wrong, because we still have to build a fire every time Dust pulls out his map.
Unfortunately, the ancient tomes do not say how the Sintuck fell, and that knowledge has been lost. Perhaps intentionally. All we know is that our kind were made as outcasts, and that has remained true for countless generations. For the longest time, we believed the Moonbloods were the only ones left who know of the way of the flameless light. When General Gaius began his purge, there were stories of their weapons, stories of elaborate contraptions that seemed to defy the natural world. Weapons that sound identical to those of the Sintuck in the most ancient of tales.
What kinds of weapons are we talking about?
Arrows made of light. Machines that take to the sky like birds.
And we're supposed to fight these things with your... lamps.
I did not say it would be easy.
Nobody...
I did once.
Yeah, and you were wrong.
Well, I'm here now. Is there anything I can do to...
We are spread rather thin. Our chief engineer, Sonjin, is having trouble with our camp's support systems. Go and speak with him when you can, and I'm sure... There is also the matter of our scout, Kier. He has not checked in for many hours. But with our battle preparations, we have not been able to mobilize a proper search party. His patrol takes him east of our camp if you aim to...
Ok. Parla con Kier a immagini dell'accampamento e aiuta Sanjin a ripristinare i sistemi di supporto di sangue lunaro. Va bene. Altre? Rigosti riforniti? Perfetto. Oh, ciao.
Ginger?
Jin?
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Just a lot to think about.
Listen, about...
Yes?
What was he...
He was very kind. Almost to a...
I like him already.
Yes, he had that effect on people. I like to believe it's what made you do all those wonderful things for Aurora and Mudpot.
Aro was always testing me. Every time I made a choice, he would tell me if it was the right one. I was choosing whether to follow Jin or Cassius. I believe they were both trying to influence me.
And you listened to Jin?
Yeah,
He is... Or at least he was.
No, Ginger. I think you were right the first time. I think Jin continues to live through my actions. He's guiding me.
But what of your other half? Cassius murdered my family, Dust. He destroyed my village, killed my friends. How can you control such a terrible being?
I feel his presence every time I swing the blade of Ara. I believe the Elder was right. Without him, I'd have been cut down long ago. But Jin keeps him from taking control.
As long as Cassius lives within you, though, there's always that danger. You could always be pulled to a path of evil.
I won't lie. I felt him pulling me to take the quick and easy path, to leave the weak to fend for themselves, to show no mercy to those in my way.
Perhaps someday you can be rid of his foul presence.
Maybe. Someday. For now, I need him to defeat Gaius.
I know. Still, I'm glad we were able to talk, Dust.
Me too, Ginger. I'll be back before you know it.
Be careful.
Oh, bene. Va bene, andiamo avanti. Abbiamo scoperto tanto. Oh, salve.
Ah, you've arrived just in time, Mithrarin.
Oh.
My name is Sanjin. I'm what you'd call a chief and...
The elder mentioned you.
Yes, indeed. In the caverns below, we've set up machinery to provide the camp with power and water. Unfortunately, seismic activity has shut down both systems, so we need to get them running. I have been rather preoccupied handling the battle preparations, so if you could, I would appreciate it if you went down there to examine the generators.
Sure, Sanjin. I'll take...
Thank you. You'll need to restart the generator and water pump when you're down there. We'll require both systems to be running if we're going to stand a chance against General Gaius.
Ok, ho capito. Stranamente, Opla. Va bene. Vediamo un po'. Oh, salve, signor Salve. Ok, vediamo di andare avanti. Di qua a ovest. Ok. Perfetto. Ok. E non ce l'ho fatta. Oh, porca vacca, ce l'ho fatta ancora meno adesso. Qui. Niente. Purtroppo è andata così. Ok, ce l'ho fatta. Ce l'ho fatta, tua sorella. Ce l'ho fatta. Eccoci qua. Scusate, ho fatto un po' di figure di merda, ma se non ne faccio una video non siete contenti. Oh, porca vacca. Oh, che al prossimo livello facciamo, mettiamo il punto in forza. Ok. Perfetto. Vediamo adesso che fare. Qui non è facile, dobbiamo far così. Ci vuole pazienza. Poi così. Poi così. Poi così. E poi ci vuole pazienza. Poi bisogna far così. E poi bisogna fare... Perché non mi ha fatto il doppio salto? Non è giusto. Non me l'ha fatto. Ok. Aspettiamo. Vediamo se lo fa adesso. Oh, me l'ha fatto, meno male. Ok, andiamo pure. Vediamo un po'.
Well, there's the generator. Let's see if we can find a way to get it working.
I sense no energy emanating from the device dust. Perhaps...
Che sia così, ok. A quanto pare sì.
Well done, Fidget. The camp should now...
Honestly, Fidget, where would I be?
Probably still be wandering around in the mountains outside.
Wait, what?
What I meant to say was,
Vabbè, sono il solito furbone. Ok. Porca vacca. Vediamo cosa possiamo fare. Schifo. Beh, quello ce l'ho fatta bene, non è stato difficile fare schifo. Eccoci qua. Salviamo. Vediamo cosa fare. Ok, dobbiamo andare qua perché a un certo punto dobbiamo cadere qui perché c'è una chiave. Perfetto. Ciao. Ok, andiamo di qua. Vediamo un po'. Oh, salve. Mi ha saltato. Perfetto. Andiamo pure. Vai. Ottimo. Ok. Ok. Venite qua a un certo punto. No, mi piace star lì. Pazienza. Che vi devo dire? Ok. Benissimo. Ottico. Ok, adesso mettiamo culo a questi qua e siamo a posto. Benissimo. Andiamo sopra, che dobbiamo andare sopra. Andiamo di qua. E niente, è stato un piacere rivederci. Eccolo qua.
well, this is the water pump. Huh, no wonder it stopped. These vines are growing all over.
I don't want to risk damaging the pump trying to cut those vines. Maybe there's some way we can burn them off?
Un modo per bruciarli, che sia questo. Ok, non è questo. Ma è andato. E niente, l'ho fatto bruciare per un po'. Ok. E niente, torniamo indietro molto tranquillamente. Vediamo un po'. Perfetto, andiamo giù, qui. Oh cavoli. Perfetto. Salviamo e ci salutiamo. Bene ragazzi, direi che questo video è tutto. Ci vediamo al prossimo. Quindi come al solito vi invito a lasciare un like, un commento se vi piace la serie, fammi sapere cosa pensate. E per il momento vi saluto da SHIVA. Ciao ciao.